If you're learning SQL, you need to know how to create tables. It's a pretty easy concept, and I'll walk you through it in this quick example. Every create table statement starts with the words create table and then the name you want to give to that table. So in this case, we're calling it data analysis courses. Then inside the parentheses, we're going to give our table its structure with columns. So we have course ID, we have teacher ID, we have course name, we've got the topic that we're going to teach, and we'll add a column that will track if this course has earned a bestseller rating and the time that it happened. Next, let's talk about data types. So here I'm prescribing that the earned bestseller at column will be a date time. We'll give course ID a data type of big int, which is an integer that can take a very large value. It's great for your primary keys if you're going to have large data sets. We're also going to prescribe not null here. So that's a constraint that doesn't let new records be created unless that value is populated. And we're going to do the same thing here for teacher IDs. So next we'll have course name. That's going to be the title of the course. So we'll use varchar 100. That should be large enough to handle the titles. Same thing, we want this to be not null because every course that we're going to add will have to have a title. In terms of the topics, this one we're going to use the enum, and what we're doing here is defining a list of topics that are acceptable. And so any new record is going to have to be one of these from the list. So we'll say SQL, Python, we'll say Power BI, we'll say Tableau, and we'll say Excel. And so these are the acceptable values, and that's what the enum does. We'll also say not null. So again, every course is going to have a topic. For this earned bestseller at, we're not going to prescribe not null because not every course has won that bestseller recognition. And then finally here, I'm going to add a primary key, and we'll say that's course ID. So that's the primary key of this table. And we'll do another video on primary and foreign keys. We'll make a foreign key of teacher ID, and that's going to reference the teachers table on the column of teacher ID in that table. We'll make sure we add a comma here after this column, and that's how you create tables in SQL.